it is iYikKam time again. So tonight I like to share my view of iYikKam to our Wing Chun brother Fred in the Wing Chun forum. Now, before I start this sharing, since this is a straight talk, I like anybody who do not like to face technical reality to stop watching this video, because I do not want anybody, whenever I say anything technical, they say, oh, you're disrespect to this grandmaster or that grandmaster. Okay, I like to treat this discussion like in my design review in the Silicon Valley. It doesn't matter is that designed by the CEO, CTO, or whoever. Technical is technical. And when thing was brought up, it's got nothing to do with respect or disrespect. Whatever need to be solved, need to be solved. Okay? So it is this type of attitude I'm taking. So if anybody cannot take it, please do not watch it. Do not continue. Okay? Now, the first thing I like to share is this. For past 160 years, there is chasm in Chinese culture. Meaning, start 1840 until today, there's a gap there, which is people today mostly have no clue of what happened or the Chinese culture pre-1840. Okay, and it end up that we use a lot of guessing. The second thing is because of the anti-Qing movement at that time, the Qing dynasty, there are a lot of smoke screen was put out there purposely to mislead people. It's just simply a smoke screen, okay, because they are in the political situations. The third thing is, within those past 160 years or so, there are a lot of story was created based on somebody's speculations, and somebody took it as real and feeding to the next generations until today. So this is a big problematic thing. We do not see clearly what it is anymore. Well, as for the iYikKam, luckily the YikKam Xiu Lim Tao writing of 1840 still exists. The Mei Zhuang writing and practice still exists, and the ancient Chinese martial art writing still exists, can be tracked. Okay, and I have done that, track it down, what the heck is going on. Okay, now, so why am I so confident on what I'm talking about? Simple. I took whatever 1840, if that is like an apple, I eat it in my body, get the experience, and then I'm using today's language in science to describe what it is. Okay, so there's no guessing. You give me an apple, I eat the apple. I go to the lab and I ask them to analyze me and see what content have in my body. That's what it is. So there's no translations. It is as it is. And this can go further to be able to repeat in other people's body, meaning that if there's an apple, I eat it, I go to the lab, they check, there's vitamin C in my body. Okay, and you give the same apple, the same type of fruits named apple to somebody else, they eat it, they will get it the same. So that's why I created that 613.3 education platform. so that it is repeatable, is testable, can be verified. Okay, so this is all based on facts. It's not somebody's translation or anything. And what I'm going to tell you is, whatever I attain with my body, experience with my body, I say it with today's language so people can understand what it is. Otherwise, we will not be able to understand what it is. It is like if we never eat an apple, we can sit down there and 10 people start speculate for next 10 million years and still go nowhere because nobody know what the heck is going on. Okay, so this is the first point I want to share with everybody. This is a fact. So if we do not taste the apple, we keeping guessing, running around, it's not going to go anywhere, and the thing will never work because we don't know what it is. Just be honest. Okay, and by I know it, it doesn't mean that I'm a grandmaster or I'm the first or whatever. It got nothing to do with that. That's why I said I like to do it in the engineering approach. Whatever it is whatever it is. Just let's figure out what the heck's going on and just address what it is. Okay, got nothing to do with anything personal, respectful or disrespectful, because we need to face reality in order to be able to repeat it. Okay, that's the first point. The second point is this: there are politics in Wing Chun. Okay, and there are speculations of all kinds in Wing Chun. When people raise up iYikKam, it is often people will bring in the term Wing Chun, W-E-N-G, Wing Chun. Okay, if you read Grandmaster's Yip Man's interview in Hong Kong, he clearly said Wing Chun is not Wing Chun. But many people ignore that. Okay? And you can see even in YouTube somebody try to modify or present the Xiu Lim Tao, Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao, doing it in the Wing Chun way, Wing Chun Shaolin way. Okay? That's problem. It is a politics in Hong Kong, we know. We can trace the Hong Kong history of Wing Chun, Wing Chun. Who knows whatever happened there, okay? But let's get into technical, cut this thing off, okay? The third thing, the second thing, another thing is this. People sometimes, because they never eat the apple, they say iYikKam is a training stand, and then it's a fighting stand, and then it's not a training stand, not a fighting stand. All kinds of speculations. Well, what is iYikKam? We need to really understand what it is before we just go talk as what we want or speculate as what we want. Is there such thing as training stand and fighting stands? We need to get this thing clear. This is technical issue, right? So let's get out, get away from the gray area of Wing Chun, training stand, fighting stand, all this kind of stuff. This is just some kinds of story or politics or marketing for somebody's purpose. Okay, in solving a technical issue, we don't want this thing. It doesn't do any good, but it just confuse everybody and get no solution. Nobody go anywhere. Look at around. Those who claim training stand and a fighting stand, where did they go for past 65 years? Those who claim Wing Chun is Wing Chun, where did they go for past 65 years? Still there, marching in the circle. Okay, so it say that those things not actually solve anything at all. Okay, So why is one people ignore Grandmaster Yimman when he in the interview he said this is not it is? Okay, so let's get out from that thing. Now I'd like to tell you what is iYikKam Ma for. iYikKam Ma is not a stance. iYikKam Ma is a platform. The platform is to optimize. Okay, I use the 1840 terms. The optimize the force flow, breathing flow, and energy or chi flow. These three things. This is the iYikKam Ma is the platform to keeping fine-tune and optimize these three things, because this is the three things which is needed in a martial art or in a health healing system or body strengthening system. This is according to Chinese. The Chinese saying that the martial art is for strengthen the body and self-defense. Okay, they are humble. They don't want to say fighting. They say self-defense. Okay, so in order to satisfy that, iYikKam Ma today is actually a platform for fine-tuning, optimize the force flow, the breathing flow, and the energy flow. That's it. Then you ask me, so what the heck is that? Okay, I'll tell you in today's language. You just convert this force flow, breathing, and then the energy flow into what? Into muscular system, skeleton system, respiratory system, and circulation system. That's it. It is a platform to optimize, keeping fine-tuned the four systems. That's why anything violate today's biomechanic, forget about it. Violating biology, forget about it. Today we have a very advanced understanding on the body in terms of biomechanics. Okay, and it is as simple. This muscular system, the skeleton system, the respiratory systems, and the blood circulation system. Every time when people practice the iYikKam Ma, actually one is actually fine-tune it. So it got nothing to do with the fighting stance or a practice stance. It is about living in a optimizations of the human body. Okay, so every time when one practice the iYikKam Ma, that is what it is. What one develop, one keeping fine-tuned the optimizations. And one thing I can share with you here, in Wing Chun, because of these optimizations of this muscular systems, the skeleton system, the respiratory system, and then the circulation system, it has a rule. It said in the Chinese, it says 上下相随，左右相通，内外相合, meaning that up and down synchronize, left and right synchronize, inside, outside synchronize. All then this three pair, in, out, left, right, up, down, all synchronized together. It's like a 3D, three-dimensional stuff that all synchronize. Let me prove to you why Wing Chun is not Wing Chun. You look at Wing Chun, they are formed. They put the arm this way, and then they play with this. The minute when they do that, in Wing Chun is a no-no. In Wing Chun, they have their theory. In Wing Chun is no-no, because the minute you do that, that means you break away the left-right synchronize. Okay? It is a lot of technical signature can be checked if one knows this. But today, I just like to tell you, iYikKam is just that. Optimize the skeleton system, the muscular system, the respiratory system, and the circulation system. That's why I suggest people doing air squat. Because when one doing air squat, this 4 system, like it or not, it has to be activated. And one find out what happened with this 4 system. Anything which is not reasonable and not function, one know right away. Okay? That's why air squat is a good check. Now let's go do the basic to the root. Okay? So this is what iYikKam is. So in the Xiulin Tao, one is actually keeping optimize the body. That's why in Wing Chun we say that it is it's good in short power, inch power. What is in power? Meaning that it is so optimized that it can handle things in a very fine way. Okay? That is the name of the game. That's the theme of Wing Chun. Okay? So it's just that. Now, the last thing I want to share with you is, so why is all this pigeon toe and all this clamping, holding this thing and clamping this thing? It is actually really simple stuff. So past 160 years, after the Wing Chun ancestor lost the uprising, fled away, they go to the village, they train people in the village, teaching this villager, that villager. Most of people is illiterate. Most people is not like us today, educated. That pigeon toe, it beginning with what? It is for handling, very basic handling, or the beginner to handling, so that the weight, the body weight, is placed towards the young side, thus outside, meaning the body weight is placed toward outside. If we simply have the toe a little bit slightly go inward, automatically the body weight is going to go outside. That is the optimizations handling for the very beginner. When once after one know how to balance their body weight, it doesn't matter. Okay? And that putting the so-called moving the toe pointing in slightly, that is the purpose. And when one do that purpose, the whole body will align up. One can practically sleep here. Okay, the whole body, the respiratory system, the circulation system, the skeleton system, the muscular system is become optimized in the first degree once they do that, because the weight is properly put. So there is no stress in the body, or very minimum stress in the body, because everything is aligned, optimized. You can check it with in the lab with the biomechanics. Then with the breathing and everything go very smooth, and the body start to waving a little bit. This is what in the ancient Chinese call the name of this term. Okay, or this is the internal art, internal skill. Call what? It is named as wind, like the wind, swing the plum flower. So one is just swing there, okay? Because the whole thing is optimized, loose, and it doesn't have hold on or anything. It's like resonance by itself, okay? If the term resonance is proper, okay, it's a swing by itself, really lightweight. The body is open and so forth. And when one practice the iYikKam, one is keeping fine-tuned, okay? Now, that is what it is. That's all. The toe pointed a little bit, then that will get the body weight to pull outside, outward, towards this under the feet, and you stand there. You relax, you loose up, and that's it. But then people don't understand this. They never eat the apple. So guess what? They go a really opposite direction. They thought if they use muscle, it feel heavy, feel powerful, that is proper. Instead of this is a lightweight as levitate, because when you put the what do you call it, the body weight in the proper position, the body dynamically, the body is more flexible and more free, so it's like feeling like very lightweight. Okay. However, whoever in the past 160 years thought different way. They thought that if they use muscle, they feel heavy, they feel strong. That's the proper way, which is the totally opposite. We want a resonance. In 1840, they want a resonance. The resonance is the best use of the force, action, reaction force, because it's a really effective use. And when they come to momentum, it cut down the dissipations and it's very efficient. But somebody thought that, oh yeah, I have to go climb this, so I feel more powerful, and then I have to climb this, more powerful, and then I have to lock this, it's more powerful. You see, very powerful. You turn that into a wooden army. The skeleton system, the muscular system, the respiratory system, the circular system, whole up stuck there. And that's what happened today. And most of us still, because we are obedient good kids, we still thinking there is magic there, even though it already traveled in the opposite directions. Okay? Oh, you must not speak of this because it's disrespectful to the grandmaster. And that's why I want to get I'm getting the biomechanics inside there. Wait a minute, you want to handle the force in your body. You hold it like that, that means you generate a action-reaction force pair already. This is dissipation. If you see the pendulum swing, it doesn't hold, it swing. Okay? When you hold like that, this is stuck. You tuck your thing up here, pivot point here, this is stuck. Your diaphragm is stuck. Respiratory system going screwed down, going down to the tube. You're going clamping like that, guess what? Your muscular system back from the head down to the feet, to the heel, that is not going to function well anymore, because all this thing been clamping stuck here, and the flow, everything will be get stuck. That's why we want to do again. We want to do what? Air squat. We want to activate that back muscle, because there's the big muscle which we need to handle. We do not handle that muscle, how can you get a job? So this is as simple as this. Get back to biomechanics and scientific. It cannot be wrong, and in fact it can be repeated. Anybody, if they know how to open different joints of their body, within 2 hours they will never go back to this type of stuff. It is not just one person have go through this. Many Wing Chun Sifu for 20-30 years, once they go through this, they say forget about it. Why? Is there a religion? No, because once aware of one's body, what is nature, one is not going to do some silly thing which is create more problem. So that's what it is. As simple as this. Follow the sign, follow the biomechanics. It can never be wrong. Even though in the 1840s, the Wing Chun ancestor using the force flow, the breathing flow, the chi flow, or the energy flow. Maybe to today's skeleton system, muscular systems, respiratory system, circulation system. So what? There's no magic there. There's no mysterious there. Human 160 years ago and today is still the same. How come they can make it work? We cannot make it work, and we still go digging something in. In fact, if we use the science today, you feed it in, you map it in, right away, within 24 hours, one's Wing Chun will transform. Is there any effects? Yes. If you do the 6-13-3 type of platform, analytical tool, you can see that. Okay? And do we have to be 6-13-3? No. Anything equal. Okay? Because it's a scientific stuff. There's a cause and effect, and you know exactly how to handle it. So this is my sharing with you today. This is a straight talk. You don't have to believe me. Get into the university biomechanic labs, test it out, and see the result. If there's a result, yes. If it's not a result, forget about it, right? Because this world is a causal system. There's cause, there's conditions, and there's effect. If we know the cause, we know the condition, we can make it happen. And that's what it is. We need to make Xiu Lim Tao happen. We need to make the iYikKam works. It is not a stand. It is not holding a structure. Why? God knows in the fighting combat conditions what kinds of structure will become, because everything is dynamic. The key of this optimization is this. For example, I'm talking about the high bong sao is no good. It's a flaw in design. Why is a flaw? Because if one do this bad habit, at the time if one somehow stuck in this position, one lose the degree of freedom to handle it for variations. It go to the point of no return. In the real life, will one stuck in this have to raise the shoulder? Might be, because if something come from somewhere and some have to react or response better words, response, that might be the last degree of freedom to get one out of the issue or gray area. However, if one already using the bad habit all day long and do not know how to optimize the body, it's a kiss of death. Same thing with this clamping. How can this clamping get the force coupling up and down to the ground? It cannot. But the optimization can. And will I do clamp? Sure, if somebody kick me to the groin and I don't have anything anymore, I clamp and then I bounce. Why not? In the dynamic, it make use of the momentum, and there's momentum play. There's a forceful and momentum play. But if one do not train in the optimization and keeping doing this kind of holding, couldn't breathe, the body doesn't work. Oh my God, what are we going to do? So this is to share with you today. Sorry that I use straight language for everything. It is what it is. If we care for our Wing Chun, we love our Wing Chun, let's find a good solutions. I'm not saying that I know everything. I'm saying that I start with this. Let's work together to get Wing Chun better, have a better future, and everybody win.